Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest present.
Okay, now we ready? Going into domination mode. This is my team. Uh, I'm just out for some heads right now. What I mean is, I'm out for challenging these YouTubers that say they're good. So I need to get my team together. Let's go.
Of our NBA basketball. It's Houston and Philadelphia. Tip-off goes to Houston. Covington kicks to Roten. Thompson outside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Noel. No good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Here's the starting group for Houston. Ibaka is out there with Paul George. Then it's Matthews. Then it's Holiday. And it's Chandler in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Holiday gets the bucket.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Roten kicks to Covington. Okafor with the screen on George. Here's Covington. It's hauled in by George. And here's Houston. It's a three-point game. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Covington, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Now here's Roten. pick by Okafor. Roten dishes to Noel. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Noel at the line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. On defense, Philadelphia. Outside Holiday. Shoots it up. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. We're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
No good with the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Thompson. Can't get it to go. So Houston will take it the other way. George passes to Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And it's 7 points for Drew Holiday.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Here's Matthews. Finished off the break. Matthews has got his first bucket in this one.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Roten kicks to Covington. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Another miss by Philadelphia. Houston has come out of the gates quickly. Leading by 5. The shot by Holiday, no good. Now Roten. Here's Covington. They get the rebound. And then Okafor slams it in.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Here is Ibaka. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Houston shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. He misses the free throw. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Good on the second free throw. Philadelphia trails by 4. And here is Roten, the 11-footer. It's hauled in by George.
You love the close out on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Some changes for Philadelphia. Carl Landry's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Stauskas comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Jackson in for Thompson. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And here's George for 3. That's good. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Roten kicks to Jackson. Frames it from beyond the arc.
Good tap right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Jackson against Holiday. Outside, George. No good from outside. Philadelphia trails by 4. Lets it go from 14. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Jackson against George. Now here's Jackson. Defense right on him. At the top of the key, Landry. Inside, Stauskas. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Outside Holiday. The shot's good on the assist by George. And that's now 10 points for Drew Holiday.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Kennedy's checked in for Philadelphia. Dishes it to Embiid. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Matthews into the lane. The shot will not go. And it's Philadelphia the other way. The baseline jam. George with the defensive effort. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Kicks it to Chandler. And he uses the glass on the layup.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Philadelphia trails by 7. Jackson kicks to Stauskas. Landry dishes to Jackson. 16 seconds left in the first. Nice D from Chandler. Here's George. No good on that last second attempt.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Cannon out there with Hollis Thompson. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Noel at the 4 shot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Okafor. And Chandler sends it back. And George kicks to Holiday. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Cannon, the pass to Noel. There's a good screen. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Covington from the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia. Houston in the lead. Outside Holiday. And stolen by Noel. Here's Covington. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Covington's got 5 points so far.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Wide open look. Again, Philadelphia. Here's George. 6 points for him. The 3. That doesn't go either for George. Here's Philadelphia. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And Noel kicks to Cannon. Noel, a screen on Holiday. Cannon dishes to Noel. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Roten's checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And stolen by Noel. Snatched away. Here's Mayo. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And Houston leads by 2.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Okafor sets the pick for Roten. To the right side. 5 to shoot. Okafor kicks to Noel. There's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot.
Make Houston great again.
What you say, man? Yes, sir.
This is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Nerlens Noel.
And that one misses.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Here's Houston now. Outside Williams. It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. Stolen by Thompson. Roten kicks to Okafor. The feed to Covington. Picked by Okafor. Just 5 on the clock. No one near him.
I mean, OKC is better, but whatever.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Brewer's shot is off. Here's Philadelphia. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Roten, the pass to Noel. Here's Covington. That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Mayo against Thompson. Fires from deep.
OJ.
Embiid dishes to Lewis. 1:53 left to play here in the half. And here's Covington from the arc. No luck. And it's Houston the other way. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break.
Come on, bro. What you going to, Mayo?
Outside Mayo, out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Landry comes in for Noel. Nick Stauskas is checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Jackson in for Hollis Thompson. It's picked off. And now here's Mayo, the fast break opportunity. Brewer's shot is off.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
Roten, and he banks in the layup. Roten's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
They're doing much better now. I mean, in the first quarter, they converted less than 30% of their field goal. But they've bounced back nicely here.
It's Williams with the drive. Outside Mayo. Shot to end this full run. Landry grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 3. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic? They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
His shot is off.
You know, listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Over in the corner, Williams. He feeds it to Brewer. From the arc. Another miss by Houston.
I told you, nigga, I ain't I'm old time, nigga. I'm on that pro-am shit. Somebody wants to play that, but I ain't know. I'm old time, bro.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Looking at the game for Drew Holiday, 10 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
So on the floor for Houston. You got Brewer, Mayo out there with Williams.
Yeah, what up? Hold up.
Then it's John Lure, and it's Embiid in at the 5, down low. Now here's Embiid, looking for his first basket still in this one. And the call will go against Thompson. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time,
Look
Greg.
serious on Twitter. I know I don't remember that. Max.
Outside
It's over
Williams.
the clock.
It's O.J. Mayo on the wing. The basket is good on the assist from Williams.
Reasons. It's coming out of it.
Philadelphia leading by 6. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And now here's Mayo. The fast break opportunity. The pass to Lure. Fires the 3. That's good. Lure's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Philadelphia. Roden kicks to Covington. They swipe it. And it's Houston on the break. Mayo's running. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Houston shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
Okafor gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Williams. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Lure can't hit.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Picked by Okafor. Covington passes to Okafor. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, and it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Outside Williams. Embiid sets the pick for Williams to the paint. Embiid throws it down.
Wow, beautiful feed from Mo Williams.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
He's definitely shaken up. They're using a timeout to let their trainer take a look at it.
Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Roten. Philadelphia with the ball. A 2-point game. Feeds to Covington. Here's the three. That's his 6th field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Chandler with the screen on Thompson. And here's Matthews. The three. No good. Good D by Thompson. Covington dishes to Thompson. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Thompson's got his first basket of the night.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Houston trails by 7. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And Holiday kicks to Chandler. And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Stauskas is checked in. Ibaka against Noel. It's rebounded by Houston. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Matthews passes to Ibaka. From the arc. They grab their own miss. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Matthews dishes to Ibaka. Chandler with a screen for Ibaka. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Landry comes in for Noel. And it's Jackson in for Robert Covington. Clock at 6. Ibaka outside. Another miss by Houston. Philadelphia leading by 7. Knocked loose.
Go.
Paul George
Go.
with the steal. Goes in for the jump.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals. That allows you to get out in transition.
Chandler with the steal. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. And Matthews kicks to George. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Now just a 2-point Philadelphia lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Uh-oh. Backcourt.
I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Holiday with it. 10 points for him. Outside Matthews. Back to Holiday. The dish to Chandler. 5 on the clock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Embiid. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Tony Roten, he's checked in for Cannon.
Go, baby.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Lure's checked in for Ibaka. Brewer comes in for George. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Williams in for Drew Holiday. Here's Jackson. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
All right, gentlemen. 3 shots. 3 shots.
That free throw missing.
Ball don't lie, ref. Miss it, you punk ass nigga. Miss that motherfucker. Miss it. You better miss it. You better miss it, motherfucker.
And he sinks the second.
Grind. Get that.
And he nails the third. Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Chandler a screen. And Brewer kicks to Chandler. Stolen by Landry. And that one's good. Roten's got his third basket of the night.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seen disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Houston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First one falls for him.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
27 seconds left to play in the third. He kicks to Stauskas. Another three for Philadelphia.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Chandler the pass to Lure. And the layup's good off the glass. Lure's got 7 points for the quarter. Just 4 seconds left in the third. Roten. No good on that last second attempt there. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Philadelphia leads by just 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Houston trails by 3. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Okafor out there with Noel. Then it's Tony Roten. Then it's Thompson. And it's Covington in at the 3. Now here's Mayo. Just 5 to shoot. Okafor grabs the miss. Now here's Roten, covered by Brewer. Roten dishes to Thompson. And Noel kicks to Roten. Okafor with the ball. He's against Lure, and that one's good. That's now 8 points for Jahlil Okafor.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Roten the pass to Okafor. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Chandler comes with the double team. A shot by Thompson, no one's around. Off target from 3-point range. To the paint. And it's Brewer finishing it off.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, is he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over that break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. guys.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Roten. Okafor gets the bucket.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
And so here is Houston. And Holiday kicks to George. Plenty of space. The shot misses. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And so here is Houston. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. The shot by Holiday, no good. Thompson dishes to Roten. Pass to Noel. To the middle. Here's Thompson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That free throw good from Thompson.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Houston. Now a timeout called by Houston. Second free throw, no good.
And that one miss shouldn't be too costly because he was able to make it a 2-possession game. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Roten. Here's Covington. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
Get him out of there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
George passes to Matthews. Ibaka outside. And
oh, come on, Bach.
Covington's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Thompson sets the pick for Okafor. Pick by Okafor. Here's Covington. The timely screen. Gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Covington's got 19 points. Houston trails by 4. Houghton with it. Matthews double.
Hey!
And there's the foul. It goes on.
Oh, man.
That is his first foul of the game. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Covington. He's guarded by Chandler. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got 12 points in just the second half. Now here is Holiday. Tight defense on him. Here's Chandler.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They lead by 4. 1:53 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Noel. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And Philadelphia leads by 6.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Now Roten following the 3-point attempt by Wesley Matthews. Now here's Roten. Defense is right there. Covington's shot is off. Houston trails by 6. And here's George for 3. And he gets the bucket.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're ahead by 3. 1:15 left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Roten. Holiday brings the double team. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. .11 left in the 4th quarter. Another miss by Philadelphia. Houston trails by 3. George. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Well, he holds the reins for this team, and we're seeing some examples, guys.
And that's the kind of take-charge leadership that every team desperately needs.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Here's Chandler. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Connects! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus. And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
And some nice passing there by Houston. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
What an offensive force Holiday can do when he's going like this.
Here's Embiid. Yes!
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. And then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
Now here's Matthews. George with no one around. Misses the 3.
Come on, man.
And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Covington. And it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Come on, man.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do.
Give up. I know I gotta edit my lineup. they beat these niggas. I'm just weak. Fuck it. I'm gonna go on the record to say that. I'm just fucking weak. See what you gonna do now, Covington.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. It's Houston and Philadelphia. Tip-off goes to Houston. Here's the starting group for Houston. Paul George is out there with Lucas. Then it's Matthews, then it's Conley, and it's Chandler in at the center position.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and
Look at that shit.
Okafor gets the bucket.
Good way to start the game there. I mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
You're right, Clark. That's exactly what you would want, to establish that presence down low early in the game.
And Okafor with the block. And they'll keep possession. Nobody near George. No good with the triple. Houston on D. Open with it. He kicks to Covington. On the wing, Thompson. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Okafor with the steal. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looks like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Matthews, no one around him, connects from three-point range. Matthews has got his first 3 points of the game. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Roten, the pass to Thompson. He dishes it to Noel. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Roten kicks to Okafor. Chandler with the defensive effort.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. You're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Roten. Michael Conley making his last shot. And here is Roten.
Come on, baby. Roten get hurt. He's going to get hurt. He hurt for him.
Covington in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Uncovered. Jump shot is good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Sure. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Thompson outside. Roten kicks to Noel. Chandler with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. George has got the ball, and Matthews gets it to go.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Feeds it to Okafor. No good. Nice D from Chandler. Houston leading by 3. The 3 from George. No good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Roten with it. Matthews covering. Okafor slams it in.
How you feel about that, Tim?
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was
How you feel
pretty.
about that, Tim?
He just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
That's just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Now here's Roten. He's guarded closely. Over to the left wing. For 3, Covington. And so it's Houston with it. 3-point lead. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Okafor. Landry comes in for Nerlens Noel. Stauskas is checked in for Thompson. And it's Jackson in for Roten. Now here's Matthews. Guarded closer. Out to Conley. Takes the 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Now Jackson. And here's Covington from the arc. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Conley into the lane. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Stauskas dishes to Jackson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Kennedy's checked in for Robert Covington. And so Jackson nails both of them. 1:06 left here in the opening quarter. Matthews into the lane, and there's the feed to Chandler. That's good.
Go.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Well, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Here's Cannon outside Jackson. Right side Landry. Here's Cannon, covered by Conley. 6 to shoot. Jackson drives in. There's Cannon with the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Now here's Conley.
Hey. Hey.
24 seconds left in the first quarter. And Matthews gets it to go. Philadelphia with the ball. Now here's Jackson. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
For Philadelphia, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board, Clark, as we wrap up the first. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
Noel is out there with Stauskas. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. Then there's Embiid. And it's Roten in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Stauskas' shot is... off.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And George with the stuff.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's Cannon, the pass to Roten. Tries a three, and he gets it to go. Roten's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. The dish to Conley. Corner shot. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Conley's got his second bucket. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Now, here's Roten. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's on Tyson Chandler. You can see the leadership qualities on display right there, guys.
You know, he's their coach on the floor. There's no doubt about that. A great communicator, a great teammate, and as you mentioned, Kevin, a tremendous leader.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Robert Covington checked in for Stauskas, and Hollis Thompson subbed in for Cannon. And it's Houston's ball. They trail by 1. On the wing, George. Lucas kicks to Conley. Screened by Lucas. Pass to George. And it's George again missing. George has gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Thompson passes to Roten. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And it's blocked by Conley. George with the ball. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. George has got 7 points in the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Houston.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Here is Conley. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Takes the 13-footer. Here's Embiid now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
The 3 from George. Thompson with the rebound. George has gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. And Thompson kicks to Roten. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid, no good.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Too goddamn close. You know what I'm saying?
Some changes for Philadelphia. Okafor's checked in, and Carl Landry is subbed in for Nerlens Noel. And so here is Philadelphia. Landry with the screen. Jackson kicks to Thompson. For the 3, and he gets it to go.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now here is Conley. On the wing, George. Chandler outside. Now the pass to Conley. Okafor against Chandler. George, that's a 2-pointer. Misses off the left iron.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Covington. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Matthews with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And Matthews kicks to Chandler. And here's George for 3. And it's George again missing.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Jackson drives in, and Chandler sends it back.
Go, bud.
3 from Matthews. Landry grabs the miss.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Dishes it to Okafor. Chandler with the steal. Outside, George. Back to Chandler. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with 1 hand.
Hey, guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And, guys, in a game this slow, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Boy, the 3-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Stauskas is checked in for Philadelphia. Isaiah Cannon comes in for Thompson. Now here's Walker. Bosch with it. Now Okafor defending. Henson dishes to Bosch. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Landry.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Jackson down low, defended by Butler. There's the bucket. Good. Cannon's got his second bucket of the night. Butler from outside. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One of the stories here, Wesley Matthews getting it done today.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Our second half of basketball and presented by let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Houston, we've got John Henson. Jimmy Butler is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Pierce, and it's Bosch in at the 4 spot. Noel, a screen on Pierce. Here's Covington. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Houston trails by 4. The shot. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Noel's got his 5th rebound in this one. All sorts of time. Another miss by Philadelphia.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Three-pointer, Butler. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Noel's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Roten, the pass to Okafor. He feeds it to Covington. Back to Okafor. Okafor sets the pick for Roten. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
The wide open look here for Bosch. Drops in the tray.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
And Philadelphia has possession. It's a 1-point game. And Philadelphia calls time here.
You know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And Thompson kicks to Covington. Noel, a screen on Pierce. Covington dishes to Noel. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Counting. They'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Houston trails by 4. Butler up top. He's covered by Thompson. And it's good. Caught through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now, here's Roten. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. The 17-footer. That's short off the rim. Outside, Walker. The kick out to Bosch. Butler against Thompson. Henson sets a screen for Bosch. Here's Butler. The kick out to Bosch for the lead. And another 3 for Houston. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
I'm looking over there at Craig. He's enjoying every second of it, Mark.
Yeah.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
And here is Roten following Chris Bosch's 3. Shoots from the high post. Another miss by Philadelphia. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Roten to the inside. Noel. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's 7 points for Nerlens Noel.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass coach loves to see. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Philadelphia with the ball, following the score by Houston. They get it again. And Thompson kicks to Embiid. Second chance shot, and the layup is good. Embiid's got 6.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Walker the pass to Henson. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Carl Landry's checked in for Noel. Nick Stauskas comes in for Robert Covington. Kennedy's checked in for Hollis Johnson. And it's Jackson in for Tony Roten. Here is Matthews after Carl Landry's bucket. Embiid with the steal, and they're moving it up. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishing.
But they recover it. Here's Henson. That one off the back iron and out. They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, you know, they got behind, but they hung in there and maintained contact.
Jackson kicks to Cannon. Landry with the screen. Cannon can't hit.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Jackson. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Embiid dishes to Cannon. To tie. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here's Jackson. And here's Stauskas from the arc. And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight ball game here. Houston on top, leading by just 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Houston in the lead. Tony Roten out there with Jackson. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Noel. And it's Stauskas in at the three spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And Philadelphia has possession. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And so it's Houston with it. Now Conley. Screened by Lucas. Conley, the pass to Lucas. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
Outside Jackson. They get a hand on it. And it's Houston on the break. And George kicks to Lucas. Houston moving it around. Fades away. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Conley against Jackson. Here's Roten. There's Noel. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. And Philadelphia making a change here. Covington's checked in. Paul Pierce is checked in for Houston. Here's Roten. And Chandler sends it back. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Roten dishes to Stauskas. There's a screen by Noel. Stauskas, the pass to Okafor. 5 on the clock. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Chandler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Matthews kicks to Chandler. Conley with the 3. That one goes. Count it. And Houston leads by 5.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Stauskas. Here's Okafor. Tries again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Houston.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Thompson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And he's good on the second.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Outside Conley. Pass to Matthews. From deep 3-point range. And it's Matthews again missing. Philadelphia trails by 4. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Another miss by Philadelphia. And Matthews kicks to Chandler. Pierce dishes to Chandler. And here's Conley outside. Here's Lucas. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Covington. Over by Conley. From downtown. Covington's shot is off.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And Matthews gets it to go.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. And stolen by Lucas. Chandler outside. Out to Conley. And here's Matthews from the arc. And it's Matthews again missing. Matthews has gone 1 of 4 from distance. Roten with it. Conley picks him up. And stolen by Lucas. Matthews passes to Pierce. Chandler kicks to Conley. Good on the triple. And it's a 9-point Houston lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
That's good. The Houston lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Embiid.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Outside Conley. Passes it to Lucas. Pocket 6. The 10-foot shot is off. And Philadelphia the other way now.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Now here's Roten. He's covered by Matthews. Good team by Matthews.
He has just struggled here offensively in the court.
Takes a 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Roten kicks to Noel. And it's sent back by George. They grab their own miss. Embiid. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're in front by 5. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
They need to be alert for the quick shot attempt because the offense may try to work the clock, so they'll have the last shot of the game.
Houston making some changes. Chris Bosh is checked in for Lucas. Jimmy Butler comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Kemba Walker in for Mike Conley. And an intentional foul right there. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than layups, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're losing by 6. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, coaches tell them take the easy points in a hurry and then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, but you don't want to foul blindly, though. I think teams make a mistake when they do that. Go for the steal. See if you can force a mistake. And then see what happens after that.
That's the first. That puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
No room for mistakes right now.
Roten kicks to Noel. Bosh grabs the miss. And George, here we go. Yeah. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was
Man,
almost a circus-like dunk.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 7. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know, you like to fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeout late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
So Houston wins it, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For
Get them packs, and I'll be back. I appreciate you watching. From the end the broadcast. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. And if you're not, please go ahead and do that for your boy. And I'm out one time, and it's 8th time. I'm sleepy.